Hello and welcome to Vitality Senior Health, where we explore the often overlooked connections between what we eat and how we feel. Now, before we begin, let me say this: fruits are generally wonderful for our health. They provide vitamins, minerals, and fiber that our bodies need. But as we age, our bodies change, and what worked for us at 40 might not work the same at 70 or 80. If you've been experiencing unexplained leg weakness, joint pain, or decreased mobility despite eating what you believe is a healthy diet, you might be surprised to learn that certain fruits could be contributing factors. Let's explore this together. Before we dive in, please remember to subscribe to our channel and tap the notification bell so you'll never miss our weekly health insights. And if you find this information helpful, leave us a comment below. Your feedback helps shape our future content. Fruit number 1, high sugar bananas. Bananas have long been celebrated as a potassium powerhouse, and for good reason. They do contain important nutrients. However, for seniors with certain health conditions, they may present some challenges. First, let's talk about potassium. While essential for muscle function, excessive potassium can be problematic for seniors with declining kidney function. As we age, our kidneys may become less efficient at filtering excess potassium from the bloodstream. A medium banana contains approximately 422 mg of potassium. For most healthy individuals, this isn't concerning. But for those with kidney issues or those taking certain medications like ACE inhibitors or potassium-sparing diuretics, this could potentially lead to hyperkalemia, elevated potassium levels in the blood. Symptoms of hyperkalemia can include muscle weakness, fatigue, tingling sensations, in severe cases, irregular heartbeat. Additionally, bananas have a relatively high sugar content, around 14 grams in a medium fruit. For seniors managing diabetes or insulin resistance, this sugar load could contribute to blood sugar fluctuations that affect energy levels and potentially exacerbate inflammation in joints and muscles. Now, I'm not suggesting you never eat bananas again. Rather, consider moderation if you're experiencing unexplained leg weakness or if you have kidney concerns. Perhaps enjoy half a banana instead of a whole one, or pair it with protein like Greek yogurt to slow sugar absorption. Fruit number 2, acidic oranges and citrus. Citrus fruits like oranges, grapefruits, and lemons are renowned for their vitamin C content, which is excellent for immune support. However, they're also highly acidic, which can potentially impact mobility in several ways. For seniors with arthritis or joint inflammation, some research suggests that highly acidic foods might trigger flare-ups in sensitive individuals. This doesn't happen to everyone, but if you notice joint pain or stiffness worsening after consuming citrus, your body might be sending you a message. The high acid content in citrus can also affect digestive comfort, potentially leading to acid reflux, which can disturb sleep quality, indirectly affecting energy and mobility the next day. Dental enamel, which might seem unrelated to mobility, but can impact overall nutrition if dental discomfort limits food choices. For those with certain types of arthritis, particularly gout, citrus might influence uric acid metabolism. Additionally, oranges contain natural sugars, about 12 grams in a medium fruit. While this is less concerning than processed sugars, it's still something to be mindful of if managing blood sugar issues. If you love citrus but notice mobility issues, consider diluting orange juice with water, choosing lower acid varieties like mandarins, or balancing acidic fruits with alkaline foods like leafy greens. Fruit number 3, sweet grapes. Grapes are delicious, convenient, and packed with antioxidants, particularly in their skins. However, they're also one of the highest sugar fruits available, which could be problematic for seniors concerned about mobility. A cup of grapes contains approximately 23 grams of natural sugar. That's nearly 6 teaspoons. For comparison, the American Heart Association recommends women limit added sugar to 6 teaspoons daily and men to 9 teaspoons. While natural fruit sugars differ from added sugars, they can still trigger blood sugar spikes and subsequent crashes that affect energy levels, potentially contribute to chronic inflammation when consumed in large amounts, exacerbate conditions like diabetic neuropathy that affect leg sensation and function. Another consideration with grapes is their impact on circulation. While red grapes contain resveratrol, which may benefit heart health, the high sugar content could counteract these benefits in some individuals, particularly those with diabetes or prediabetes. If you enjoy grapes but are concerned about their impact on your mobility, consider freezing them for a refreshing treat that takes longer to eat, thus naturally limiting portion size. Or pair a small serving with protein and healthy fats to mitigate blood sugar effects. Fruit number 4, tropical pineapple. Pineapple is a fascinating fruit with complex effects on the body. It contains bromelain, an enzyme with potential anti-inflammatory properties that might actually benefit joint health. However, pineapple is also highly acidic and sugar-rich, which presents a paradox for seniors concerned about mobility. A cup of pineapple chunks contains approximately 16 grams of sugar and has a pH of around 3.5, making it quite acidic. This combination could potentially aggravate acid reflux, which, as mentioned earlier, can disrupt sleep and affect next-day energy levels. Contribute to dental sensitivity, indirectly affecting nutrition and overall strength. Create challenges for those with sensitive digestive systems. For seniors with osteoporosis concerns, there's an ongoing debate about whether highly acidic diets might affect bone health by altering the body's pH balance. While the science isn't conclusive, some researchers suggest that very high acid loads might prompt the body to release calcium from bones to buffer acidity. If you enjoy pineapple but are experiencing mobility issues, consider having smaller portions, perhaps as a special treat rather than a daily staple. You might also try cooking pineapple slightly, which can soften the acidic impact while preserving many nutrients. Fruit number 5, dried fruits. Dried fruits like raisins, dates, and dried apricots are concentrated sources of nutrients and energy. They're convenient, don't require refrigeration, and many seniors enjoy them as portable snacks. However, they represent one of the most sugar-dense fruit options available. A small box of raisins, 1.5 ounces, contains about 25 grams of sugar, that's more than 6 teaspoons in a very small serving. This sugar concentration can cause dramatic blood sugar fluctuations that affect energy and potentially contribute to inflammation. Lead to weight gain when consumed regularly, which puts additional pressure on aging joints. Contribute to advanced glycation end products ages when consumed in excess, which may affect tissue elasticity and function. Additionally, many commercial dried fruits contain added sulfites as preservatives, which some sensitive individuals report may trigger joint pain or inflammation. If you enjoy dried fruits but are concerned about mobility, consider rehydrating them by soaking in water, which makes them more filling with less sugar impact. Or choose fresh fruits instead, which provide more volume and hydration with less sugar concentration. Now that we've explored fruits that might impact mobility for some seniors, let's focus on better alternatives that generally support joint health and mobility. Berries. Blueberries, strawberries, and blackberries are lower in sugar than many fruits and packed with antioxidants that fight inflammation. Research suggests berries may help reduce oxidative stress and inflammation in the body. Cherries. While tart cherries, not sweet varieties, do contain sugar, they're rich in compounds that may specifically benefit joint health. Studies have shown that tart cherry juice may help reduce inflammation associated with arthritis and exercise-related muscle pain. Avocados, technically a fruit, avocados provide healthy fats that support joint lubrication and contain nutrients that may help manage inflammation. They're very low in sugar and high in fiber. Papaya. Rich in enzymes like papain that may help reduce inflammation, papaya also provides vitamin C without the high acidity of citrus fruits. Watermelon. With its high water content, watermelon provides hydration that's essential for joint health while delivering nutrients like lycopene with fewer sugars per volume than many other fruits. As we conclude today's discussion, remember that everyone's body responds differently to foods. What affects one person's mobility might not affect another's. The key is to pay attention to your own body's signals and make adjustments accordingly. If you suspect certain fruits might be impacting your mobility, consider keeping a food and symptom journal to identify patterns. Experiment with smaller portions or different varieties. Talk with your healthcare provider about how your diet might be affecting your specific health conditions. Remember that moderation, not elimination, is often the wisest approach. The goal isn't to avoid fruits altogether, they're an important part of a balanced diet. Rather, it's about making informed choices that support your mobility and independence as you age. Before making any significant dietary changes, especially if you have chronic health conditions or take medications, please consult with your healthcare provider or a registered dietitian who specializes in senior nutrition. Thank you for joining me today. If you found this information valuable, please give this video a thumbs up and share it with someone who might benefit. And don't forget to subscribe for more evidence-based health wisdom tailored for our golden years.